Yo, what's good, Ninja? OG over here from FighterZ, and welcome to another NewsEssence video. Today, we've got some awesome information from the NPD results for January 2018 to a brand new game announcement and more. So let's go ahead and get right into this. And we're gonna start off with the NPD results for January 2018. I'm gonna break down kind of what the NPD is for people who are new or don't understand what that is. And then we're gonna get into some of my own thoughts on the matter. So the NPD for January 2018, these are the US sales for video games. So North American US sales. So not Canada, not South America, just the US there. This is all based on that, and they do not track digital sales. This is only retail chains, and I think it also does some online retailers as well. But for the most part, these numbers are pretty much the most accurate that we can get in the video game's biggest market, which is the US. So shout outs to VentureBeat. They did report on this, and they did say that the Nintendo Switch was the #1 video game console sold in terms of dedicated consoles. So they're bracketing it into not portables as well, but just the #1 video game console sold in the January 2018 NPD for the US, which is really awesome to see. But however, the PlayStation 4 had the most revenue, so it made the most money. It generated the most money based on physical sales and also based on console sales. But I would think that it would, considering that the PlayStation 4 has the most systems sold, so there's 70 million units out there in the US. I don't know what the breakdown is, but the US has a good percentage of those consoles, so there's more people to buy games on that system. The Xbox One also had a good month as well. According to VentureBeat, it actually had the best January that it's ever had since its launch back in 2013, late 2013. So we're talking about 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and now 2018. So the 5th one, and it's had its best one yet. So that's also really good to see as well. There wasn't really much information outside of that and them talking about some other things, revenue splitting and stuff like that in terms of what system did where, but it's really good to see and almost somewhat surprising that the Nintendo Switch is actually the top system sold in January's NPD. I didn't think that would happen. I know Monster Hunter, they did report, I need to still follow up on that, but Monster Hunter was the top game sold for the NPD last month in January, so it's a little weird that the PlayStation 4 wasn't the top system sold. I thought that it would be. January didn't really have much for the Nintendo Switch, while the PS4 got a myriad of games, the Xbox One got a myriad of games, and yet the Nintendo Switch was still the best-selling system. And I think I have a couple reasons why it was in January. A lot of people were probably using their gift cards, and a lot of people were probably using what they got from December and Christmas. So that's the reason why the Nintendo Switch was the best-selling system. So if you got, like, let's say a $50 gift card, or you got a $100 gift card, well, you couldn't do anything with it then and there in terms of on Christmas, so you just waited till January to pick up that Nintendo Switch, because the best deals for PS4 and Xbox One were definitely in November when they were selling them for $199. I think the Xbox One S was $170. Those were the best deals. So it seems to me like people just used whatever gift cards that they had or whatever extra money that they got from Christmas and used that in January, since they didn't get the Nintendo Switch for December and Christmas. So that's what I'm guessing happened, because the PS4 just got a lot of software in January, PS4 and Xbox One, and I figured that it would do better. Now we still need to wait and see for February, and that will be next month. We'll actually figure that out. So March or so, we'll figure out what happened in February, and I think the PS4 might do better then and there. But overall, you know what's just good to see with this, guys? I don't really care that the Nintendo Switch was the top selling system. It's great. Obviously, it's awesome to see that. I mean, I care in the sense for developers so they can make more games for it, but it's just good to see all three systems doing well. Xbox having their best January ever. PlayStation 4 leading in revenues. People are continuing to buy games and everything, and it's selling quite a bit. And the Nintendo Switch saying, yes, we can compete too, and actually be #1 in terms of console sales. That's amazing to see, and I'm happy that the industry can have three systems that all do well. This was great, because with the Wii U, that didn't happen that way. Obviously, we had some issues beforehand. The generations haven't always been even. 6th generation was completely sided towards Sony. The 7th generation was a lot more even, and I like that, because Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony all ended up doing very well at the end of the day. And now it seems like we're evening things out at this point. Great to see all around. Happy for the Nintendo Switch getting the top spot there. And of course, I think we're going to see more developers look at these numbers and say, okay, it's time. It's time to get these studios to get our games going, which is going to lead into another article that I'll be talking about shortly here. So what do you guys think about the Nintendo Switch getting the #1 spot when it comes to the NPD? How the revenue went down with the PS4 being top there and the Xbox One having its its best January ever? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next article here, we did have some comments from a lot of the developers who are porting over independent games and the developer Panic Button who ports over big games. Now, I don't want to read off everything that they had to say, and I'll give you guys the gist of what Panic Button had to say because they did tease some new developments for the Nintendo Switch, but they also talked about how they get to pick and choose kind of how they grow, when they grow, because the business is booming according to them. They are having so many different titles or people wanting to work on them. They need to really strategically pick what they want to do and grow that way, and this is fantastic to see. They tease projects when it comes to new Nintendo Switch games and other games they could be bringing over. They teased some ones and they said, hey, you know, we're probably going to have some more when it comes to it, and that has kind of set people a little bit wild in what could be coming over. At this point, just to give you guys a little bit of a refresher who Panic Button is, they have ported over Rocket League to Nintendo Switch, they have ported over Doom on the Nintendo Switch, and they will be porting over Wolfenstein 2 on the Nintendo Switch, and people are kind of wondering what their next game is. Now, earlier today, I actually held a live stream, and a lot of you guys were kind of giving your thoughts, and I wanted to read off a few of them. I know Jeffrey, he had a fantastic suggestion to which I think that they're going to be doing too, which is the Evil Within 2. And the reason why I'm thinking that it's going to be that game or potentially a game from Bethesda again is because Bethesda has been working very close with Nintendo. They obviously have been working close with Panic Button. They've done a couple of games already with Doom and Wolfenstein 2. So when I bring over the Evil Within 2, a game that did okay, but probably could pick up some more sales if it was on the Nintendo Switch. So far, Panic Button has only done games that have been pretty much big successes on the Nintendo Switch. So far, Panic Button has only done games that have been big successes on the PS4 and Xbox One. So maybe the Evil Within 2 isn't that game. But we had other people talk about Dishonored 2. We had some people bring up some fantastic games, but I'm gonna say stick with Bethesda. I think that they're gonna stick with the developer that they're closest with, and it's gonna be something from their line of games. So it's gonna be Evil Within 2, or it's gonna be Dishonored 2, something like that. So it's great to see Panic Button having success. There was an independent developer that also talked about some of their success too in terms of the Switch porting business. You guys can check out the full thoughts in terms of what they said with a link in the description below, but this is really good to see, guys, and I would like to see more and more games coming over, and that's kind of what I told you guys. It's kind of all working out according to the plan. A while ago, last year, I actually did a series of videos called Third Party Support Explained. I think I did volume 1 through 4, and I explained to you guys that it's going to be a process. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. Developers need to see that there's going to be install base. Developers need to see that people are going to buy games on Nintendo platforms, and whether it's right or wrong, it does not matter. This is just what's going to happen based off of what happened with the Wii U. So the fate was already sealed at the beginning. Developers are going to want to wait and see, but now it's been shown that the Switch is a profitable business. The install base is continuing to grow. It just topped console NPD sales once again, and developers know that gamers are going to continue buying the system. And we've also had a lot of success stories with ports so far. We've had a lot of independent games do very well, and we've also had a lot of the ports come over do well too. So the developers do now know that the Nintendo Switch can be a profitable business line for them. So you're going to see more developers hitting up Panic Button, hitting up these different studios in order to get their games over. We've got stuff like Dark Souls coming out as well this year. Heck, we even got games that were added in midway through development because they knew the success of the Nintendo Switch. SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy is one of those games as well. So expect a lot more announcements, expect some cool stuff from these developers. And with Panic Button, I don't think they're lying when they're teasing this stuff here, guys. There's going to be some awesome games ported over, and there's going to be new games as well. So what do you guys want to see ported over that's feasible at this point? And what do you guys think that Panic Button and some of these other developers are working on when it comes to Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And getting into the last article here, we do have a confirmed announcement for Shining Resonance Refrain, and that is coming to the West on the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC this summer. This is the latest entry in the Shining series, finally comes to the West. So Shining Resonance Refrain is coming to the Americas and Europe on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC this summer. Sega has announced it will cost $49.99. And in Japan, Shining Resonance Refrain is due out for the PlayStation 4 on March 29th. Now, just to give you guys an overview of this game, because this is a game that was only released on the PlayStation 3 beforehand, Here's what they had to say on the matter. Remastered with a new refrain mode, Shining Resonance Refrain remasters the original Shining Resonance previously released on the PlayStation 3 only in Japan and features dual audio with English and Japanese voices, in addition to all the original's DLC now included as part of the base original mode. Shining Resonance Refrain packs a new refrain mode, unlocking the Imperial Princess Excella and Dragon Slayer Genis as party members for a new experience. Just be sure to save this for your second playthrough to avoid any spoilers. With real-time action combat, it will be important to utilize each party member's unique abilities and strengths while deepening relationships with each character. Through events and dates, get to know your party members to unlock their full potential on the battlefield. Depending on the bonds of the characters, resonance may occur between them, providing a new level of support leading to victory. There's also a launch edition with some cool stuff inside there and also some story outlines, and this is just great to see. We've got more Sega support incoming to the Nintendo Switch, and it seems like Sega is kind of getting fully on board at this point. Valkyria Chronicles 4, that's coming to Nintendo Switch. Now we have this title as well. We just need a worldwide release for Phantasy Star Online 2, Sega. But they haven't even done that for the PlayStation 4, so I'm not expecting it for a cloud-based version of Phantasy Star Online 2 for the Nintendo Switch, but a ninja can dream, right? So anyway, getting back into this year, this is great to see Sega put out more games. I like that they're finally bringing this over. It took them quite some time in order to do so, but they're bringing it over and it looks really good. We're getting some new content in there. We have a special edition. It'll cost $49.99 for the baseline, so that's not too bad considering the type of content that's in this game. It's great to see more content come over from Sega, and I'm looking forward to this one. And the game actually looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Obviously, you can tell it's a PS3 game, but at the same time, I still think that it's going to be a solid title out there for gamers, since pretty much nobody played it because it was Japan only exclusive for the PS3, and I don't know how many people imported it. I don't know if it was even in English. So yeah, most people probably haven't played this game. So what do you guys think about this title coming over from Sega, in addition to all the stuff that we discussed today? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps to spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page. Consider supporting PlayerEssence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting us right here on YouTube. Also, we have a Twitch page as well. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers to where we can have a giveaway and exclusive live stream. So check out our Twitch page and give us a follow there if you do like watching live streams on Twitch. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.